like off rep. Is this not Tim Pool content? And yet motherfuckers are telling me he's a cool gamer guy. Hear about that, bro? He's starting to smell a lot like a rat, like the rat that's dead under his bed, bro. Starting to smell like that shit. And yes, he claimed to have had a dead rat under his bed that woke him up for. It was his alarm clock because the sun would hit it and start smelling. I mean, that's how he made it famous.
I thought he was grilling it under his bed.
Nah, I think it was just there.
Either way.
And the sun hits it and it would wake him up, according to him. But he could be trolling, but either way, that's how he made his fame as being like a quasi jackass character, right? Where it's like you do what does South Park call them? Like you guys are like kind of like prostitutes, aren't you? You do shit anyone else could do, but for money or whatever.
Yeah.
Like anyone can
I
fall into a
remember the
toilet.
episode you're talking about.
It's like anyone can do that shit, bro. Anyone can step on mouse traps, but you're just willing to do it for money. Like you're kind of a hoe, bro. That's how I see Asmongold nowadays.
Yeah,
Not that I was a big fan in the first place, but whatever.
He's a prostitute. He's easy.
I don't know. I was never big into the guy. Like when I first watched him, the first thing I think I saw from this guy was like a Dark Souls. He watched like a speed run and reacted to it. He's like, "Oh my god!" At this point now, I'm thinking those reactions were just put on a face for the camera, faking ass bullshit, bro. Like I think the dude's like full of shit. I think he knows the quote unquote the meta, which is covering Trump topics. But then again, like he did have that one video where he ranted about Palestinians being an inferior culture. Like, where did that come from?
He said that, like, they deserve to get wiped off the map or something. I think. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'm going off of memory.
Yeah, I think he said like they deserve to be genocided because they would, if they had American weapons like Israel did, they'd be genociding them too. They'd be genociding Israel, which I could believe, but the idea that they're an inferior culture, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. It'd be Sam Harris or one of these new atheists. They're kind of old atheists now, but where that mentality comes from. And but he's supposed to be an innocent gamer.
The Richard Dawkins mold.
Yes. And this is supposed to be some innocent gamer, just slacker personality type, right? Like he's the slacker king, right? Essentially. But where'd he get that from? That's not some slacker shit. And I was gonna let him slide on it, right? And be like, oh, whatever. Pause, by the way. I was gonna let him slide. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. He said something. I didn't even hear about it. Like, oh, he said something. Whatever. I'll move on. But then I went back and watched a bit. I'm like, what did he say? I'm curious. That he's doing all these apologies and to my fans, to Twitch, to my advertisers, to people who who write out my fucking my checks. Please, I'm so sorry. Like, what was that apology for? So I went back and looked, and he was saying some wild shit like that, and it's like that doesn't come from slacker cheese doodle stains on your t-shirt guy. Like it just doesn't. Dead rat under your bed. YouTube guy, gamer. Like, where'd that come from? And then you start seeing his content lately, and it's a lot of Trump there. And I haven't watched all of them, but some of the ones I've took a peek at, it's like, why are you dick riding this guy for? You're just slacker gay. He's like, Trump's like the opposite of what you would be, into.
Didn't Trump say at one point that he wanted to take aim at violent video games too?
I'm not sure. Did he?
I remember. This is like a good few years old.
Okay.
This is like around 2020, I want to say. So if we assume that that's true, if we assume that was true, he's fucking. That would mean that he's trying to fuck with your hobby.
Yeah.
Don't dick ride that.
Well, here's the thing. Like, this guy is not even in the Jimmy Dore world where you can somewhat make a case that he's doing it because, he wants to, siphon off voters from the MAGA movement, get them to join his side at some point, right? That's what someone could conceive of that, right? With Jimmy Dore. This guy, he's not going to push any political parties, I don't think. He's just here to ride coattails, which is like, isn't that just Tim Pool? And it's like, and for some reason, the gamer guys don't recognize that. They don't recognize it. But whatever. I had to say, I wanted to lay that out before we.
If it's outside their hobby, they don't want to see it. They don't want to know about it. They don't want it. They don't want it breathing their air.
Well, I mean, it kind of has entered their world, right? Because this guy was going over World of Warcraft and Dungeons and Dragons, and now every other video is about MAGA or about Trump or Elon. It's like weird, or DEI hires and all that shit, and trans people and gay people. It's just so weird.
They're obsessed with gay people in particular and transgender people. I swear to God.
Well, it's weird and ironic because these guys, look at these guys. They think it's Trump derangement syndrome. They think Trump's going to take away this and take away that from them, but Trump's not going to do that. Trump's doing it. It's like, but now he is doing it, so kind of justifies them with right. It wasn't a matter of, at least here, at least a story I've heard from a friend and some of these other stories I heard of where like people are forced to use pronouns. I think it was like they give you the option to have different pronouns if you want to use them. This guy's like outright banning anything but him or her or whatever the fuck. It's like, it's a little draconian. It's a little, in fact, I think it's like pathological, right? I don't know. If you view them as so like, oh, these guys are nothing, then you should view it like Michael Jordan playing against little kids in a basketball game. Like, oh yeah, good kids, do your thing. But when it's adult time, it's adult time. But this guy's like diving into their world and trying to take things away, and it's like, huh, that's a little weird. Then people are like, oh, look at these liberals, the derangement syndrome, calling him a Nazi. And then you hear what he wants to do with the Palestinians. It's like, is that kind of Nazi-like? I think it is, right? So it kind of makes them look justified a little bit more. I mean, I wasn't buying into it as viewers of the Yellow Brick Road YouTube channel are concerned. Right? Like,
however many we actually have.
And if I release this on my movie channel, these will like, oh my god, you'd have fuck boys coming out of the woodworks, coming from behind their computers, like, oh god, how could you say such things about Asmongold? But I feel a little more comfortable here. I feel like I can speak my mind, and people won't shit their fucking pants over it. Granted, they all get wrecked. They just get wrecked and disappear, never come back. Maybe that won't happen here. Maybe I'll go viral. I don't know. But anyways, okay.
Let's get millions of views.
All right, Joe. If you see something, you're like, yo, pause that. You let me know. I will pause the video. So yeah, if you have something you want to say or whatever while I'm playing it.
All right, man. Thank you.
And for the audience, if there's anyone watching this at any point in time, this is going to be like kind of a silly thing, but I think it works. Like, I like this idea of transversing from politics and other cultural things, because let's be real, the culture warriors are doing it. They're going into movies and music and celebrities and all that shit. So you know what? Why can't I? This is going to be a little bit of fun here. Captain America actor hates America. He's talking about Anthony Mackie. This is from the cheese doodle stained weirdo Asmongold. Here we go.
Yeah, this is nuts. The guy who is playing Captain America now said Captain America doesn't have a whole lot to do with America. I know this might not make sense to you. It doesn't make sense to anybody. That's why we're talking about it.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations. Like, it's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable. It's kind of this is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true. You know, when I was a kid, you know, all of us as actors, I believe, want to get back to that day before someone told you no. When you look out your door and you see a 5-year-old kid with a stick and he's slaying dragons to save the princess in the tower, that kid really believes there are dragons out there. That stick is really a sword and he's really trying to save that princess. And then one day somebody told him, no, there are no dragons, that's not a sword, and that princess is not there. And all of his little dreams were dashed. So, you know, as an actor, I feel like our job is to get back to the day where we see that dragon and we slay that dragon to save that princess. And that's kind of what this movie was for me.
So we'll listen to the beginning part again, just because I know that a lot of people were probably confused.
For me, Captain America represents...
Anthony Mackie probably caught himself. He's like, that doesn't sound right. I'll get in trouble for that. Granted, I'd be like, yo, say what you fucking think, bro. I know these dweebs, see the dweeb right here in the corner of your screen? I know dweebs like this will hyper-focus on what you say. If you say something controversial, and they'll tell you, like, shut up, actor, shut up. But just say what you want to say, man. No big deal. Not that I'm speaking for Anthony Mackie. I don't know exactly what he meant by that, but I know what I would mean. I know, and, you know, to be fair, I think he's a little bit closer to correctness of what the creators do with Captain America than these dweebs on the internet do, or think about. Just being honest with you. But here we go.
A lot of people were probably confused.
Like,
for me, Captain America...
I think he practices, by the way, I think this guy practices eyebrow movements and facial reactions in his mirror and shit before he goes on stream. Just saying. Anyways, here we go.
America represents a lot of different things.
Peak loser. Anyways, here we go.
And I don't think the term...
Damn, Jordan, tell me how you really feel.
America
I am.
Should be one of
I am.
the
I think this guy's a fucking loser.
I can hear the gears turning.
Then I feel like you should change the name of the character. I do, because that's really confusing for the audience.
See, if you have more than a toddler's sensibilities in regards to political discussions or political topics and movies and all that shit, I think you could paint your own, a little bit wider of a picture than, but he's Captain America, and what do you mean doesn't represent America? What do you mean by that? Like, well, I think Anthony Mackie was saying, like, oh, he represents ideals that are bigger than just the logo of America, right? Like, if an American does something harmful to someone who's not American, Captain America will defend the person that's being harmed, regardless of what country they come from.
It's like, I'm kind of rusty on my superhero stuff, so this is just me firing from the hip. Captain America is he's kind of in the Superman archetype.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes. I would say so.
He's not supposed to stand for a country. He's supposed to stand for a virtue.
Exactly. Actually, that's exactly what's in fucking, what's it called? Superman and Lois? The little, like, cheesy, you know, CW show. And, like, he's supposed to, like, the American military, like, okay, Superman, we need you to do this. He's like, I don't work for you. Or even Man of Steel. I think that was in Man of Steel as well. Like, I don't work for you, U.S. government military.
In the animated series from the 90s, I can remember him telling the military off a good couple times.
There you go. Also, within Captain America that Anthony Mackie's a part of, right? He's taken the mantle from Steve Rogers, aka Chris Evans, who played the Captain America and, you know, Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War. In those movies, Captain America is openly going against America. Openly going against them. To protect someone who's... Well, Bucky is American, but he was working for, like, the Soviets and Hydra and all that shit, right? AKA Nazis.
Hydra.
Exactly. He was protecting a guy who was, like, a Nazi, essentially. All right? He was going against America by doing that. Right, they wanted them to sign these accords. So like, oh, hey, superheroes are destroying shit, and sign these accords with the UN. You know, and the US presented it to them. Right, they're supposed to be like somewhat, a little bit more US leaning in representation. And Captain Rogers, like, or Captain America is like, fuck no. Fuck you. Because we're supposed to stand for what's right, regardless of any of these scenarios. Like, straight up. So, him being named Captain America does not define the character at all as, he's just pure, bro, like, whatever America needs, he does for America. I don't think that's the way the character was ever meant to be. Even in Winter Soldier, they mention Operation Paperclip, right? But they don't say Nazis. They say Hydra people. They bring in Hydra scientists to work for the U.S. government, behind Steve Rogers' back, while he's doing like World War II missions. The government is secretly doing all this weird shit that he doesn't know about. And when he finds out, he's like, "Yo, fuck you guys." Right? Even in that movie, he finds out, like, oh, we were infiltrated by Robert Redford and these Hydra motherfuckers.
There's a 9-letter word for that begins with the letter P. I'm trying to think of it. What's that called? Oh, yeah, it's called having a principle.
Well, goddamn.
What'd you say in America?
As soon as you said 9 letters, I'm sure everyone was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Thinking of a 9-letter word. Yes, I counted.
like pussy with a couple extra Y's? I don't know. But, yeah.
To anybody that's confused by this, do a crossword puzzle or two. It's good for you.
What are you saying, James?
Mister, I don't want to talk about politics, but Captain America hates America.
Oh, every other video is Trump with this guy. It's kind of he sees the views.
This guy's a weirdo.
He's a slot peddler.
I've been keeping tabs on him ever since I saw that video of him. If you're doing like a deep dive, can you replay that video where he's like saying that weird shit like
about Palestine?
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
Oh yeah, I can get that.
I wanted to see that again.
Put it on the list.
This is being recorded, just so you know.
Oops.
No, it's free for all, bro. It's Yellow Brick Road. Who gives a shit? Everything flyer.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It feels like a more clever Tim Pool to me. I think it's becoming increasingly more obvious, and yet he is being treated as cheese doodle stained white T-shirt, rat under my bed guy. Like, oh, the slacker of slackers, the king of slackers.
Empty soda, a throne of empty soda bottles or something.
King of slackers.
Empty Mountain Dew cans.
King of slackers, but where the fuck did this come from? Here's your clip, James, by the way. Actually, that's good timing.
Oh.
Yeah, you popped in at the perfect moment.
Oh.
Really? Where the fuck? Okay. Jesus Christ. I think this one captures it better, like in the beginning.
Yes.
In the interest of fairness,
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
Swear
Get
on
that
my life.
TurboTax shit out of my fucking face.
Not going to cry a river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people.
Oh my god.
Let's just let it play.
He's talking about Palestinians, right?
They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can.
What?
They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing.
Oh my god, I hate this argument so much, bro.
Built into Sharia systematic killing.
What is this? This is the full clip?
I want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people. They have genocide built into Sharia law.
Bro, oh my god.
By the way, this Asmongold guy, apparently Hassan interviewed a Houthi fighter.
Yeah.
They're from in Yemen, but backed by Iran, allegedly. A proxy, allegedly. And this dude's like, well, look at what Hassan's doing. Hassan's interviewing terrorists. And look. And like he's doing this whole little rat snitch job thing with his fucking... As we go, like, wait a minute, this is the slacker? He's going out of his way to, like, inform Twitch. Hey, guys, look. Look what he's look. His audience is laughing. He's not even banning them. We ban them when they laugh in our audience. That's what his fucking editors were doing. Now, sorry, Asmongold,
That's
you are
fucking
taking
foul.
the blame, Asmongold. Sorry, you cannot be like, well, I don't even edit the YouTube videos. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it. If you're unaware of your millions and millions of views fucking videos, you don't know what's on them and shit, that'd be crazy. But yeah, he's a little rat too. He's a little snitch rat motherfucker too.
Even if we take him at face value with I don't edit the videos, don't you think it's safe to assume that he has a final say over what does or doesn't get uploaded to his channel?
I think let's be real.
Am I bugging here?
No,
let's out of my ass.
Let's be honest here. When I said a little more clever Tim Pool, I really meant it. Like, I think this guy said, hey, just clip up things and, when I talk about Trump, make sure you clip that and make a video out of it. And he's like, kind of not even paying attention to all of it. Like, he's just printing money by making dumb content with dumb opinions behind it. All right? I think that's what he actually does. Like, he's no hard work done at all. It's other people's content 90% of the time. The opinions are just lackluster or lacking or borrowed from someone else. Thus, it's like, so even your input is just not there either. So it's like, what do you actually do to get all this money, dude? You don't do much, do you? I really do think he has a team of motherfuckers that just do shit for him. Like, straight up.
I believe it.
Granted,
what about you, James? What do you think?
Granted, he was bragging about banning people for laughing at whatever topic they were talking about. But I'll save that video for another day. Go ahead, guys. No?
Oh.
Bro, oh my god. It's so funny because like his analysis
But Hassan talked to terrorists.
Liberal
Imagine cheese doodle stained dweeb with rat under his bed with Taco Bell wrappers all on his fucking desk and shit, snitching on someone about he had a terrorist on. Like, why the fuck do you even know about anything like that? But this idea of terrorism or inferior cultures or Palestine or Israel, that whole topic. Why do you even know any of that shit if you're just a slacker guy? So that's why I'm like, where the fuck does that come from? How'd you come up with those particular words of inferior culture, talking about Palestinians, and they will genocide this and that? Like, that means you investigated that, and that's what you came up with? Like, what are you watching then as your content? Where do you fall on the political spectrum? Oh, no, I'll just stop talking about the topic altogether. And he's just done talking about it. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what you do with that as fans. Like, what do? You say, oh, when he talks politics, which is apparently every other video on here, I'll just ignore it. And meanwhile, I'll watch him play fucking Dungeons and Dragons or some shit. It's
or
like
Baldur's Gate 3 or fucking Elden Ring or whatever game is the flavor of the month.
Exactly. But for my psyche, I can't get those words out of my head while watching him fight a dragon in a video game. It's like, you're the same guy that said inferior culture as you're sitting here with your Taco Bell wrappers beating up, polygon dragons in a video game. Like, what the fuck, dude? Where does that come from?
And maybe he should get off of his throne of Mountain Dew bottles for a little while.
Is it embedded in the game? Like, is there a whole Palestine mission where they're all like bloodthirsty savages or something? like where do you get that from? You're just a gamer, right? Where'd this come from? So that's why it's just fucking straight up bizarre to me. Here we go.
I gotta wonder if there's something in the water where he lives.
Yeah.
It's like, do you feel like suddenly going on an ill-informed political rant, Jordan? No?
No.
What about you, James? No? Just me?
When these like weird little nerds play these games, like the games, and it's like the hero, like that's the main character. I just want to be like, hey, how does it feel to know that's not you?
Brutal.
I think they're a little proud of it. A little bit.
No one ever walks up to them and goes like, how does it feel to know that you're like probably not a good person? How does that feel? Like, huh? What?
All right, here we go.
Damn, James, tell me how you really feel.
The average American over a certain age and why they are so blind to the obvious dynamic, the obvious inequalities, the obvious inhumanity of Israel's operations, they literally agree with this. They also
Okay, Azan. Yep, got it.
require
You talk to terrorists. I want to hear you.
humans are battlefield on the one.
Go back talking to your
That's
terrorists.
permissible. Why is it permissible? Because they're not really.
No one wants to hear a terrorist sympathizer.
Same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right.
You just
People
hate
are not our allies. They are not the same
America.
as us. They come from an inferior culture.
They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture. Now, what Dungeons and Dragons dweeb is getting that from? Like, where did he come up with that? Someone explain that to me. And tell me he's not Temple.
Oh, he's saying
This
that.
reminds me of some shit that I read a long time ago.
He's saying that with confidence too.
Exactly. And he
It's like-
and he stole it from somewhere.
It's like, yeah, where'd you get that from, bud? Like,
You know what this reminds me of, Jordan?
What?
This reminds me of some newsreels I saw from early last century. Although I'm not certain I picked up on everything that was in them because they were written in German.
Okay.
I know where you're getting that from. He didn't
What?
deliver that well.
Oh, he's saying Hitler. Got it.
He's quoting Carlin. Yeah.
I was
Is he wrong?
Delivery.
I was like, oh, who was it? Like in my head, like, oh wait, you mean Hitler? Got it.
Delivery. The delivery.
Anyways, here we go.
Carry on.
Your
Fuck you, Azan.
call. Go talk to some.
People for their identity. That is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple.
Bro, this is straight up.
Confidence. I love it.
I'd
Where'd you
be
get that from?
roasting this fool, bro. Like, yo, clean your fucking room first, bro. Before you say fucking anything. That's first. That's number one. Not that it has anything to do with anything, but it's like, bro, you're out here pretending to be the slacker. We know you're a multimillionaire. Like, we all know that. I know little kids might not recognize, Santa Claus isn't really Santa Claus. He's not real or whatever. I understand. Or, movie fans don't want to see how hot dogs are made and realize writers are tricking them with cheap tricks and, bedazzling them, get them to love poorly written content. I understand that. But,
Stop criticizing him, Jordan. You have to clean your room.
But if Disney Marvel stopped in the middle of their movie to say those lines, everyone would be like, "What? What?"
I think you'd probably empty entire theaters that way.
Even Tim Pool had to work his way up to a certain place to where he could actually say that. Now Tim can say that, right? And it would fit the character. But initially, he couldn't just say that, right? There's no way.
In a more weaselly way, he can't outright say that. He's not there.
Really? I think he can say that.
In a different manner of speaking. This guy just says it. It's like, whoa, where the hell did you come with that? Like, come up with that.
And
It's as a matter of fact. It's like, oh, do tell. Explain.
With Tim, it's wrapped up in a 30-minute diatribe or whatever.
Well, not necessarily. What Tim will do is he'll lead you to a fork in the road. He'll do it in a very bumbly way, and then he'll give you all the reasons why you should take the fork in the road to the right as opposed to the left, no pun intended, and then go, I don't know. And then walk away. And then if you say, oh, he's telling me to go this way, I didn't say that. It's like, yeah,
I did not say that.
It's like, yeah, you did. Like, it's obvious. Or he'll lead you to believe it's the only logical conclusion because it's so ridiculous over there.
And yeah,
this guy just said it. It's like, yikes. In a way, it's like this is where you would what he just outright says, Asmongold, is where you the conclusion you would get based off of the tiptoeing that Tim Pool would lead you to,
Yeah. Maybe he was
This guy just
radicalized by Timmy.
It's like, oh, as a matter of fact, it's like, why are you talking like that?
Then he had to comb his hair and put on a nice shirt and apologize to all his corporate masters and accountants
Please.
and agents. And then, secondly, the fans. Hey guys,
That's why it's
I
like,
found out I had some Palestinian fans. Like, really? You didn't realize that? You're like
that's
millions
fake.
of you guy.
It's
Yeah,
fake.
be a shame if you lost that fucking BetterHelp sponsorship.
Well, it's like after that apology, it's like look at the content. It's like clearly you probably don't disagree or did your homework to the point where you go, oh, this guy's probably like a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who's to
Very,
say?
very weird. I wonder if he covered anything Israel's been doing in this. If he's going to go on, genocide and shit like that. I wonder if he has. I doubt it.
They're too far gone, don't you?
I doubt it. Let me see. Curious.
But Jordan, he doesn't have to. They're just so self-evidently a superior culture.
Don't you get they're too far gone? Don't you understand? I have to make them less human to justify my argument. Yeah.
Trump just ended the war.
So you study foreign policy.
This is where our money is going. Like, it's still going there.
Wait, look at that thumbnail. Stop. Look at that thumbnail at the bottom left.
Yeah. That's...
No, look at him. I don't know, that's a weird thing for me. Where it's like, yeah, I'm in touch. It's like
this is where our money's going. But then you're also praising this Doge thing that they on top of the billions we give them, they on top some billions of more money. So Israeli Prime Minister is crashing out. Why do we have to be involved in this? Okay, Israel, got it. So he's upset about it when Biden's in office. Right? Like, where's our money going 6 months ago, right?
Yeah, you ain't saying that
1
shit,
month
man.
ago, Trump just ended the war in Israel. Is that little Timmy's content, bro? Is it not?
Yeah, just less apolitical, I guess.
I don't know. I think that's all from that thing, but hope you guys get the picture of Dweeby Little Cheese Doodle Stain T-shirt, cum socks on the dresser drawer, and all that shit. Guy is he saw. I guess
you are not subtle, Jordan. I appreciate that.
It's Yellow Brick Road, bro. It's all out comedy. We gotta let these little dweebs know that they'll get pressed quickly. To let them know.
Get pressed quickly.
But anyways, yeah, this is the guy that he said. It's like, where, you have to ask, where does that come from? And now you're complaining about Anthony Mackie saying Captain America stands for more than just America. Or not just America, the brand itself, but maybe more than that. And you're upset about that. But anyways, here we go. Let's play a little more.
I do, because that's really confusing for the audience. It is. It's really confusing. How does this work? It's like Captain Planet isn't for the planet anymore. Batman doesn't have a Batmobile. What is this? Superman can't fly. I don't get this. Doesn't make any sense.
Even on the nerd shit, he's stupid as fuck, right?
Yes, I do.
I trip it. Batman without a Batmobile. How is that the equivalent to what Anthony Mackie was saying? Whatever. There we go.
It's like Superman saying, "I don't serve America." It's like, because he shouldn't.
Exactly.
Serve the world.
The lore is that he doesn't serve America. That's a part of the lore.
Yeah.
Straight up.
The law.
And in Captain America's movies, he's not there just for America. Duh. Anyways, they should, if they're gonna say Anthony Mackie, some Captain Anti-America, that's Steve Rogers too. That's Chris Evans as well, because in his main movie, he's working against the U.S. government in both of them, bro, to protect some sort of Hydra plant or some ex-Hydra brainwash guy. But whatever. There we go.
Did see this, and obviously, as of no surprise to anyone,
Bad timing, man. I think it's fair to say that Wow, talk about...
Oh, it's perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It's perfect. The fake drunk guy. I already did a video on this, on fake drunk guy. Captain Anti-America. Right? And he did this whole spiel. Once again, the guy's a politically ignoramus. Ignoramus. Knows nothing. This critical drinker guy. He knows nothing. His fans show up in my comment section. Come to tell me I'm correct about something. Then like, well, just leave him alone, though. Is basically what these fools came in here to say. My comment section. Like, you fucking weirdos, bro. You show up. You say, like, well, but he's right, though. I'm like, right, what is he right about? All right, I looked into it. He's not. You were kind of right, and he was kind of wrong about this. Why? So then, what happened? Fuck you, man. And then he disappeared. Never see him again. It's like bizarre fucking actions by people. I'm like, yo, is this the best life you're living, bro? Like, what do you get out of this?
Do you ever think like this guy? Hey guys, like you ever think this guy like thinks you're dumb that he uses you to make money?
Of course he does.
It's like, come on, fuck.
He's some fucking UK motherfucker, like anti-American. Anthony Mackie's anti-American. Like, bitch, you ain't American. What the fuck you doing?
You ain't
Like, if he's anti-American, like he's still more American than you are. Not that that means anything.
No,
but like
weird.
that's the marketing they're going for, essentially. They're trash, bro. So let's let him go over this fake drunk guy, puts on a fake voice. That must be annoying because he doesn't sound like that at the grocery store, right? When he goes to the counter, he's like, "Oh, hey, can I get my change in singles?" Like, he doesn't do that shit, right? At the grocery store, for sure.
I want my fucking change in singles.
Oh yeah, it's like I see it with children. Like, I'm like the people I have to like work with. I'm like, hey, do you talk like that when you're by yourself? Hey, that little dancing thing you do in public, like, do you do that like all alone when you're all alone by yourself in those dark, quiet little moments? Probably not.
How about you, man?
Yeah.
Drop the gimmick. It's not even clever or fun. I get it. Critical thinker is critical drinker. Get it? And he pretends to be drunk on screen. Okay, got it. But now you showed everyone your regular self and regular voice and your pencil neck. You showed everyone that, right? So now we know you're not that guy. So just review the movie normally. Instead, I have to sound drunk and call Anthony Mackie anti-American. Fucking trash. Bad writing, guys. Anyways, here we go. So we'll get some clips of Critical Drinkers video. This dumb fuck.
Bad timing, man. I think it's fair to say that Wow, talk about bad timing, man. I think it's fair to say that Captain America: Brave New World has had a rocky ride these past few months. What with all the delays and the reshoots and the spiraling budgets and the growing
$400 million.
I wonder how much takes Critical Drinker does for his videos. Oh, I need to get the a little better. Can I redo that one? Yeah,
Oh, the reactions. Like, is that genuine?
Excuse me, I need to get that. Can we retake that one? Oh, yeah, yes, thank you, biggity boppity. Yep, okay. Captain America.
Thank you, cheerio.
Sorry, cut again. I didn't get that right. Can we do that again?
Oh, by the way,
Loser.
the way, the budget's 180 million. Like, shut the fuck up.
180 million?
Yeah,
They already made
Just
their money
look it up.
back.
I know. They made just like up to date. It's according to Wikipedia, but 208 million. Where I'm like, 400 million. It's like, where are you getting that from? The fuck? Like, whatever.
It's
like
this crusade.
Minimal work. Like,
It's this weird thing, James, where it's like, it's not supposed to be about, like, they will never say it's about race, gender, sexuality, whatever the fuck, right? They'll never say that. But it just always happens to be these movies that these fools focus on. Guess what? There are dog shit movies. We watched Flight Risk. That thing is absolutely horrible. Like, absolutely horrible. I heard nothing from these fools. Like, what the fuck?
Message.
I'm wrecked.
That's that thing he keeps. That's that sound bite he keeps inserting in his videos. The message.
It's like, whoa, a Marvel fucking Marvel Disney movie sucks? Oh, no shit. Wow. It had 1,000 reshoots. No shit. Had nothing to do with Anthony Mackie, by the way. Like, was he fucking his lines up so badly that they had to reshoot $400 million worth of fucking reshoots? Like, no. There's other shit that happened. Contract disputes. All that shit probably happened in the background.
Production delays, too.
Yes. And the movie...
I hear nobody doing this to Spider-Man, even though it's a mediocre fucking...
Oh my god. That movie should get wrecked.
It's like, where are you at, guys?
I'm seeing videos of now being recommended to me. Fucking... I watched Spider-Man, whatever the fuck it's called. Spider-Man, the newest one. I watched Spider-Man that shit again. And it ain't looking good, guys. Like, well, how come you couldn't see that in real time? How come they couldn't see that in real time? Like, it's obviously not, like, I get it for the feels. Like, oh my god, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Oh, look at all these Spider-Man. Oh, nostalgia. I get that. But the movie as a movie is kind of dog shit. But it's not like...
Imagine it's the Spider-Man that shit again.
They shouldn't be surprised at this point, bro. But I guess... Yeah, whatever.
Spider-Man, that shit again, too. The repeating.
Like, don't even bother asking Chris Evans' politics, because his are probably more left-wing than Anthony Mackie's. He's probably willing to say more. If I had to guess. I mean, if his arm was twisted, right? He'd probably, here's my politics, and it's a bunch of left-leaning, gay rights, help minorities, whatever the fuck, help poor people, right?
Give people fucking free healthcare.
They would hate these guys' politics, but yet we wait for slightly darker Snow White to play Snow White to start getting pissed off and start rating bomb it before the movie fucking comes out. It's like incredible. But whatever. All right. Here we go.
In America, Brave New World has had a rocky ride these past few months. What with all the delays, the shoots, and the spiraling budgets, and the growing
$400 million.
Like apathy towards the film. But hey ho, sometimes you just have to soldier through, right? And with the movie finally in the can and the premiere just a couple of weeks away, maybe the worst is finally behind them now. All they really
made up your mind already before the fucking movie was...
Their mouths shut and...
For me...
Oh yeah.
Like, you're a fucking weirdo. That's like, it's like you already chose like a certain opinion of like, oh, the movie's gonna suck. Yeah. It's like, yeah, because like you found your base, you found your audience, you found your core like marketing, like no offense, but lemmings, and now you're making content like was kitty lit. Sorry, what's it called? Catnip for them.
Yeah.
And now they just come like flocking in even before something gets released. And you're like, yeah, just made my money. Anyways, it's like if I was somebody like buying into that, I'd feel like, man, I feel like I'm personally offended that this guy thinks I'm stupid enough to buy into this to make money off of me.
Oh, exactly. I'd be wrecked. Like, what? It's like, once again, it's like, this guy said nothing, by the way. He said nothing. He's already moving on to someone else's. Like, both the people we are hearing in this video, this guy might be worse, because he said nothing, right, for like 2 minutes. And he started playing someone else's content to say it for him. Like, oh, God.
It's the lazy grifter.
Cool?
It's a lazy grifter like strategy where you take other people's opinions, you present them as yourself by presenting them, and then you go, and that goes to show you. It's like you didn't really say anything.
Exactly.
You presented other people's stuff, or you read other people's stuff, and you presented it as your own by pausing it and periodically like giving your 2 cents, if anything.
Yeah.
That's being nice, and then you go, yeah, like you said, 2 minutes in. And if there's a trend there where you're a quote unquote reactor, it's like, okay, that's like, that's the formula. It's formulaic.
It's a mill.
It's purely reactionary. There's no assessment, diagnosis being made.
Well, what do you think this guy does when he finds out? Because I don't even know. I haven't looked it up. I'm just taking your word for it. What happens if he looks up and finds out that it wasn't 400 million? Is he going to revise any of that?
No.
Is he going to make comments like, oh, damn, guys, I fucked up here?
No, you bury it in the algorithm.
Exactly. He'll just pump out more videos that right over it.
Yeah. Because on average, how many videos do you make a day? These guys, on average, they make several a day.
This guy,
depending on your schedule.
He's worse than, I'm telling you. He's more lucrative. I'll say that as far as Tim Pool goes, like where Tim would pump out 5 mediocre videos a day, right? Where like,
Well, Matt, yeah,
something tells me he has like at that time, I think Tim was just doing it himself. But there's no editing needed. It's just cut here and cut here, boom, release a video. Cut here, cut here, release a video. This guy has other people doing this shit for him, 100%. So he's just streaming for 4 hours,
yeah,
4 or 5, maybe more hours, right? And then he has editors who go in and take clips and upload them as he's still live. By the way, upload them to YouTube, and they're guaranteed million-something views. And he's pumping out 5 a day, and it's like, to
be fair, it's probably just equally as bad because if you look at like what he does, if he had the similar type of platform that he does, he would be doing the same thing because they both have teams. It's just 2 different avenues of like streaming or content being like put out there. Where one, because of he's trapped in a basically a bubble where he can't do gaming because he sucks at that, or he's just like not even like mediocre. So he's basically forced into this little place where he has to upload 3 to 4 videos a day. And he has his team. I know he has a team based off what I looked into. He has a team kind of like set everything up for him, and he just reacts to it. They chop it all up, they clip it all up, and they put it out there. And then he does essentially that times 2 with the other channel, which is like the equivalent to that. And if you get the views, even if it's the same audience, you just can kind of do like basic math, and it kind of almost gets like to 1 million on average. So in a way, they're kind of equal. Yeah. He just does it in one flail swoop. He's like, okay, edit it, and does it the next day. This guy probably wakes up whenever he wants, relatively. Does it like, it's like, please. I don't ever get that guy alone in a room and go, hey, give me your in-depth opinion on these subject matter. Like,
he can't do it. He can't do it, no. I don't think.
But he pretends to talk like he knows what he's talking about.
Exactly.
That's why it's the weird thing. He's like, hey, why are you talking like that? It's quite obvious that we know who the better athlete is. It's not even a debate. No, really, make it a debate. Tell me. What? It's like that shit. It's like, it's weird to me.
I mean, actually, you know what? I'll give him room, James, because the way he said that Palestine shit sounded like he read something and got something from somewhere. Meaning he'll at least have some punchlines to use, right? Some catchphrases to use in regards to an argument, right? Well, they're inferior. They want to genocide everyone. They throw gays off rooftops. You ever hear about that? Huh? Like it's some sort of breaking news thing.
But if you isolate that on its own, but then you see his behavior, everything like leading up to, and then even after that. So let's just pretend that never happened. It's the same thing. That's why I'm like, hey, you don't get the benefit of the doubt for me.
Exactly.
So I'm like, if I was just there publicly with him, I just couldn't help it. I would just like, I don't. Go ahead, tell me. No, hold on. He's a big boy. He can answer it. Go ahead, tell me. Come on.
Let's just say, and I'll hit play after this. He's more politically learned than fake drunk guy, pencil neck guy. He's more, because this guy I think is an absolute idiot, like absolutely an idiot. And his audience are like he's failing his audience. If those fools try to take some of Critical Drinkers or even Asmongold's, they try to take some of their arguments and use them in real life with real people who really investigate things and look into things, they are fucked. He is setting them up to fail. Straight up. They will get like road killed. Like they're done. So like in a way, like he's we're trying to save you guys, you dumb fucks. We're trying to save you from falling into the grips of these pencil neck dweeb idiot fuckfaces. Like just being honest about it, because you're gonna argue these things with someone who knows something, and you're gonna get fucking destroyed. That's why someone like Hassan Piker sat this idiot down and schooled him for hours, because it's not fair. Because this dude knows fucking nothing, bro. He's a fucking idiot. I'm telling you, bro. And like Hassan Piker, like that was the guy we used to make fun of. I was like, that's someone easily you can run over them. He has information, for sure. But where he goes with the information, you can run over him with that. It's like, imagine this guy who's losing to fucking Hassan Piker, bro. Like, getting destroyed by him. Like, sat down like a little kid. Sit the little chair right there. Sit down. Okay. The dad gets on one knee. Let me give you a lesson about Israel-Palestine, pal. Come on, little buddy. Let me give you a lesson here.
Come on, pal.
So it's like,
buddy.
I don't know.
It's funny to me. It's like when they say stuff like when the characters like when men were men, you know. It's like, no, I don't know. Explain that. By the way,
Oh, they mean
it's like,
that.
are you like a fucking athlete or something? I don't understand. Hold on a minute. Stand up. Can't help it. Look, no offense. You said it. The pencil neck, this, that, and the third. Like, look at him.
It is what it is.
What is this?
This is making me think back
like,
to that conversation we had over
well, it's like
Reacher the other night.
It's
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
It's like people, yeah, John Wayne. It's like, you mean that fat guy? You tell like, what the fuck? Like, it's like a little weird. I get the presentation and then the all that with that character and that time period. Look Robert Redford. It's like, okay, no offense. I mean, just by your own standards, I look at them and I look at you. I'm kind of like,
Bro.
what about you? It's like, let's not do that.
We watched
Bad idea.
3 episodes of Reacher last night. Oh my god, the latent homosexuality in that. I'm like, oh my god, this is 300. This dude is like, I think it's made like, see how 300 was made for young men, and yet there's this latent homosexuality in it. I think Reacher was made for middle-aged women, but a bunch of dudes happen to be really into it. I think that's what happened.
Well, do you see how like I shit on Michael Bay a lot, right?
Yeah.
But do you see how I'm like, hey, do you just make a fun movie? Probably could do it. He's done it.
Oh, Ambulance is awesome.
Well, you know what I mean. Like
it's terrible, but it's hilarious.
Well, like Bad Boy, where I'm like make something fun. Well, to be fair, it's like 20 years ago. But point is, it's like
almost 30 now.
It's like, look at Rush Hour. That's not Michael Bay, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to say anything really deep here. It's just fun. There's a message there, but it's fun. It's like then there's like what was that? Like Ari Spears that look the ice cream drip down my abdominals or something. It's like, what the fuck? like you're putting that there for me to see.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why all the Spartans like baby oil like drenched and they're shaved down to the fucking like to their lower like abdominal V taper? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
But even
did that on purpose.
Yes, but even that marketing was for young men. This one is clearly for middle-aged women. It's clear as day. This fool's taking his shirt off every other fucking scene, bro. It's so weird.
Oh,
it's like, what is this?
You and I have heard stuff where I'm like, huh? What?
And then I go to Nerdrotic's channel. And I'm like, okay, what did you say about the review? I watched what did we watch? Like 10 minutes of it? I don't even know. Whatever. I played some of that.
Not a ton of it.
Yeah, I played some of that. And these fools are talking about, look how strong he is. Here it is, man. He should play Batman. He should play Batman.
Ew.
Like, you know what that's based off of? Him staring at this dude's muscles and shit. Like a weirdo, bro. Like, yo.
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
This Nerdrotic dude. He's basically, he's a critical drinker, but without a fake drunk accent.
Right. It's like, this is what I love, though. This is what I mean. Like, when men were men, it's like, okay, smart guy. It's like, all right. Pick your steroid guy. I'll pick someone else. They're gonna like do anything they want to them. It's like your little popcorn steroid TRT HGH muscles don't mean much.
They get mentioned. Don't worry, in the show. This dude gets searched by the dude. I was like, is that Broad the wrestler Strowman? Right? I was like, is that guy? And I think
you asked me. It's not, but yeah,
you said it wasn't him in the show. In one of the episodes, he searches them, right? Like, oh, does he have weapons on him? And then Reacher's like, what are you looking for? HGH and was it hypothermic needle or some shit? Like,
hypodermic needle.
Hypodermic needle. I was like, bro, who are you talking about with fucking, like, look. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the actor.
Pause, but like, dude, come on, son. You're on some.
The actor literally says, he's like, I'm on TRT. And I'm like, I'm not even like faulting you for like doing like the whole bodybuilder hybrid athlete.
No, I don't. It is what it is.
No, hold on. Hear me out. But it's like it's more of like a grander like criticism where I'm like, I can look at guys who are probably natural and they look way better than you. So even there, you lose. It's nothing personal against the actor, but it's more so the presentation and the fans going, "Yeah, that's what Batman looks like." Like, shut up.
Yeah, the actor, I have no problems with. The show creators, no problem. Like they're just creating things. And he got a big break, right? That dude's now making money, right? Like real money as an actor.
That
Good for
guy
him.
used to be on what do you call it? The Spike TV football show. What was it? Blue Mountain State. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's on a DC thing. He's playing like Hawkman or something. And
whatever.
that DC show. Whatever.
I'm talking more about like he should be Batman. Who fucking said that?
He will definitely want to play Batman if you offer it because it's a shit ton of money.
Why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? I mean, like, but my point is, it's like I look at the guys like, yeah, he should be Batman. Like, please stand up. Who said that?
That's the thing. See, like the guy, he seems like a nice guy or whatever, but he has no idea. He might not have any clue about the fan base that we're like, man, why is the show getting such an uptick of viewers? And it can't be all middle-aged women.
If I was an artist,
it's these culture war dweebs that are selling this shit out here.
Hypothetically, if I'm
and
an
he
artist,
would disagree with them probably politically. He'd probably disagree with all of them about their fucking takes. It's like no, he's like, yo, I got gay friends, bro. Like fuck you. He'd probably like shit on all these guys.
If I'm an artist, I would care like where the money's coming from.
Yeah, but
it's what I'm making, what I'm a part of. You know,
I could see it. Like in his mind, he might think it's actually just middle-aged women because it's a Fox Network primetime style TV show. It's House, but it's Reacher. It's 24, but it's Reacher. It's the same like formulaic.
Yeah, it's same formulaic, same. Yeah,
yes,
I know. Yeah.
So he could be thinking like, oh, these kind of shows are popular, and guess what? We allow blood and cursing. We're a little more edgy than a normal Fox TV show, right?
Yeah.
And like that's how it probably got its original popularity. But then these fucking culture war dweebs, like this is the real show. You should watch Reacher. This is what has real men. Not all the girls are all karate experts, beat the shit out of everyone type thing. Like that's one of the Nerd Rock's points of why I like the show. Was that they weren't letting these 110-pound women beat up giant muscle dudes. It was one of his things. I'm like, yo, Alan Rickman, wherever his name is, he can't beat up any fucking... he can't beat up fucking featherweights, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh, I love it. It's like this. It's like, hey, raise your hand if you know who Demetrius Johnson is. Yeah. He's 5'3". He'd kill him.
Exactly.
What? Yeah, he would kill him.
So
there's a guy named Bradley. There's a guy named Bradley Martin who allegedly thinks that like 6'4", 6'3", 200, up 250, 260, bro. Like, yeah, it don't matter. You don't know what you're doing. He'd kill you.
Oh, he'd take your legs from you first, probably. And
in fact, there's a video of him like ragdolling somebody who's way bigger than him in like a grappling competition. It's like not fair.
Yeah.
I'd slam you. It's like, yeah. That guy couldn't do it. What makes you think you can do it? It's funny. And even if we're going for like the pound for pound, like height, pound for pound, like Fedor like looks nothing like you, and he'd like without being like really like using like expletives and like being like nasty. It's like he could do anything he wanted to if he wanted to. So
exactly.
It's like soak, like let that soak in.
But they want to see him rip car doors off hinges, bro.
I know, so they want to see Brock. They want to see Brock Lesnar fucking bash through the wall. It's like, meanwhile, this guy looks like a fucking fat plumber with like, he could like put his nutsack on your forehead. There's nothing you could do about it. Like, if he wanted to, there's nothing you could do about it. Just know that.
And it's like, here's the thing. That's not why I'm bashing. Like, that can be cool. The fucking action hero guy, fucking, he beats the fuck out of everyone and he's smarter than everyone. Like, okay, that can be cool, 100%. Yeah. But I don't think that's the reason why these fools are that into
No.
Like
I'm saying
thing,
I'm saying my point is every little window you could go there and just wreck them on.
Yeah, everyone men were men.
But look at that's what I'm talking about.
Like you?
Like stop
fuck out of here.
Exactly. That's why. Like I joke. I'm like, oh, really?
We're allowed to be men.
It's like when men were men. Oh, really? Like you? Take your shirt off. Show me. And I'm not even going to give credit to those guys who are like, ugh, I'm like, piss in this cup. Do it. It's like, I don't trust you.
All right.
What? It's like, I'm just saying, it's not about that. It's just every little thing. There's like somewhere, like something fishy, you know? It's just like.
I mean, here's the thing.
Fuck.
I will always get upset when I see someone exploiting. If there was someone who's like just a real fan about this shit, you wouldn't hear from me. But when I see guys like this, where I'm like, you guys are leeching off of other human beings.
Especially.
That's where I get really pissed off, and I have to just say it. I wouldn't like if someone was like, hey, Jordan, listen, $10 million, just don't say anything. I don't think I'd be able to hold on to it. I think it'd bleed out of me. Like I can't help it. I actually can't help it. Like,
Oh no.
like, oh, that's full shit. That's full shit right there.
No,
I have to point it out.
I got you. It's perfect. Take the money, and we'll give Joe a script. Say this. Hey, it's like Exxon will pay me. Thanks. Not gonna like what I'm gonna do with the money, but thanks. Thank you.
Point is, you get what I'm saying.
I
It's
know.
just these fucking guys. I can't fucking stand them, bro. And you know, James, because I've kind of walked away from politics somewhat. I'm ignorant about a lot of some of these political ideas that are out there nowadays.
No, you're
Right?
not. No, you're not.
I somewhat am, for sure.
Not really. Not really. Trust me. I've been paying attention.
But regardless, right? I'm
The
looking
most you would need is a quick catch, like an hour to catch up.
It's
That's it.
these guys who don't have skin in the game who decide to dip their little big toe in the pool and then pretend like they have an opinion, like they obviously know, and then they're like pretend like they're not taking advantage of like some sort of core audience that are very ignorant and they don't know any better, and you know enough to know that they're probably dumb and that they'll buy anything that you sell as long as it's
Yeah.
of a certain variety. That's where I have a problem, where it's inauthentic.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
It's weird. It's weird.
If this was 2 years ago and someone brought up Asmongold, I'd be like, oh, Asmongold? Yeah, he does like gaming things and reaction videos. I'm like, yeah, I don't mind the guy. I can tell he's faking with a lot of his like when he'll watch
Cadences.
like a speed run, right?
No.
And then he'll put on these little facial things where his eyebrows start moving a certain way. I'm like, this guy's not really surprised. He's not really like, oh my god. I'm sure that the content's screened, right? Like Tim the Tatman, like you could tell he does obviously pseudo fake shit, right? He might die on purpose to get a laugh, right? But it's like, okay, I get it. That's you're doing show business type of shit, right? I'll slip on a banana peel on purpose so that everyone gets a laugh out of it. But then it's like these things start slowly filing in to pop culture to where now the cheese doodle stain dude who slips on banana peels is now going over how inferior Palestinians are. It's like where did that like that's the mind wrecking part of it. That is the full blown mind wrecking part of it.
Yeah.
It's just fucking crazy. But 2 years ago, I probably would have been like, oh, hey, some guy does reaction. He plays, World of Warcraft and fucking Elden Ring or whatever the fuck, right? He's all right. Now it's like, so even if you walk away from all the political shit somewhat, it's still there. The same problems are still in. That's part of what I was doing, was trying to prove that point. Like, these problems still exist over here. It's just, god dang, I never thought it would just like infiltrate like that quickly and that easily like that. Where now this guy has to make Trump videos in order to get views. His gaming videos get half the views his Trump videos get. It's like, and yet you can see is like, I don't know, like if you follow the business, if you follow the money, he's gonna keep doing the fucking Trump shit. Now, what happens when Trump does something really fucked up? Are you gonna cover it? No, he's not gonna cover it. Now it's like, oh shit.
Well, actually, unless it's like so unanimous, like we were all fooled.
Yeah, something like that.
Or it's like, oh, where the fuck were you, pal? Like, you're not trying to cover this shit.
Exactly. I would have thought,
like, get the most water out of that well as you can.
I would have thought Trump saying, "Fucking, we're gonna get the Palestinians up and move them out," would have been the biggest content creator in modern history for any creator talking about politics. That would be the easiest story. It's a layup of a thing to go over.
Yeah, that is the easiest fucking thing to do.
The idea is absurd itself, which makes it comedy off rip. Right? It's such an absurd idea. We're gonna move people.
Yeah,
we're gonna take it over. So we're gonna own it. Right? Show it like
it's going to belong to world people.
And I'm thinking this guy did not cover that at all. for a reason. And it's like, that's the scary thing. Where it's like, yo. I don't get it. Like, if it's just for content, like, I'll cover Trump just for content, or just for views and shit like that. But then there's this one, but you don't cover that one, which is like, should be like mask off moment. Like, that's kind of, that's super duper dangerous right there. That should be like talked about.
Extremely dangerous.
And yet, nothing, which means the meta isn't Trump. The meta is appearing on Trump's side, which is just the comparison to Tim Pool. The actual, like, I get view shit is not about just covering Trump. It's about saying the right things about Trump. And it's like, God damn, that's fucking scary to me. That's a scary idea. Especially from cheese doodle stained white t-shirt dweeb fuck. I'm just saying. But, alright. That's it. One dweeb, listen to another dweeb. Here we go.
Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be
like a brand
representation.
Oh.
Pause it. I can't help myself. Pause it. It's like, what the fuck you smiling at? Sorry.
It has America funny? In the name, James. It said Captain America. America's in the name. That means he America.
I should become an actor. I should just listen to what everybody tells me to do. It's like, oh, please.
Exactly. These fools are mad that actors are saying their opinions out loud. Like, yo,
oh, God.
Fucking losers, bro.
I just might. I'm thinking about it.
What?
You'll see. Go ahead.
Let's continue on.
How do you get here?
Fuck you mean? What does that mean?
The comments in question come from a press event in Rome a couple of weeks ago.
Stop it! No.
Yeah, he's like,
how do you get there? It's like, what do you mean by that?
He can't. He doesn't know, bro.
No, I know he can't.
It's just a reaction you put on.
I know. It irks me. It's like when I'm watching a fight. Yeah, it's boring. Oh God, you know what he's doing? Really? Tell me how. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's like, holy shit. Holy fuck, do you care at all? It's like, it's the weirdest thing. These kind of guys and fans of these kind of guys, whether this guy's faking it or not, it's not the point. Well, it is, but there's more to it. Where it's like, so when you play these games and you're like the hero, do you ever envision yourself as like you're that guy?
No.
Like, that's not you, like, buddy. Like, I used to do that. Still do. But the point, it's like, yeah, like, like, it's fun.
Oh, I try to get immersive with every game I fucking play. If I make a fucking football player, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's me. It's like, yeah, this fuck zones out and doesn't like, where do you even get that? It's like, where'd you get that sweater? Like, I could do that to you too. Like, where'd you get that opinion? Like, what's going on here?
I'll be fair. I mean, I understand also how the hot dogs are made with video games, right? Sure. But I can still get immersive with it, right? When I play 2K, I get fucking immersive. I have fun. I try to play like a real NBA game. You know what I'm saying? This guy, he's leans more towards like we know he's playing a video game type shit. Like he's not immersed in it. He's seeing the fucking polygons and the frames move around. If you know what I mean. Like he sees the developers' choices of combat styles and shit like he's seeing that. I think. But then again, I do feel like he puts on fake reactions to make it seem like he's immersed in it. If that makes sense. But it's still like out there versus like there's no heart being transferred to the game. It's him on the outside in the game over there and he's playing the game. That's how I think he plays video games. Which is also boring as fuck to me too, but
it's like playing the game as work. Like he's not.
Yeah. I mean,
and this isn't just with him, because I'm going to say this about a lot of people. How many of these like big time streamers do you think actually give a fuck about the video game they're playing? Like really give a fuck?
Jesus. My only measurement would be Doc, because when he thinks it sucks, he'll be like, this fucking sucks! He'll shit all over the game if he thinks it, like, in real time. whether he's getting early access or not, he seems to be like he'll shit on it. Or if he likes certain things, he'll say like, but he is doing it the same way this guy's doing. Like it's me over here and game over there, and I'm like judging the game from the outside, type of thing, instead of being like immersed in it. That shit, I don't like a kid by themselves playing Final Fantasy, right? That I have not seen before from any streamer playing video games. I've not seen that where they're like immersed in it, like really into it. I've not seen that.
It's rare.
I mean, there's got to be some. There's got to be some. I play like a Star Wars game and they're just fucking locked in, bro. And they're just like, oh fuck, the fucking lightsaber action's so fucking cool. Like, for sure they're out there. But if this guy said it, I'd be like, he's lying. He's bullshitting. He's putting on a face for the camera. Or he's talking about game mechanics instead of like how cool lightsabers are. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Area.
Comments
How
in
do you
question
get
come
here?
from a press event in Rome a couple of weeks ago where Anthony Mackie shared his thoughts on what Captain America means to him and others. And wow, talk about a bad choice of words.
Holy shit.
It's kind of... This is kind of like a...
Are you dumb or something?
It's funny, you know, because you can tell by the
Oh
way
my
he's
God.
stumbling and hesitating
He edited
after
it a
said
certain way.
that he knew he'd fucked up and was desperately scrambling for a way to recover, only to make the whole thing even worse.
Yep.
It's about...
yeah.
A man
Shut
who
up.
keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable.
See, when you base your premise on excluding America from the character's identity, even though he's called Captain America,
Means
and then go on
nothing.
to list all of his virtues like keeping his
That means
word,
dick.
doing the right thing, you're implicitly suggesting that those very traits no longer represent what America is as a country.
Pause it. No, what the oh, whatever. I'm not gonna.
It doesn't though.
If we're going to talk about what America is as a country, our Scottish gentleman here is not going to have a fun time with that.
Well, he's politically an idiot. He knows nothing.
Yeah.
Like you can get him to vote for toilet paper. Like he's that dumb. But also,
I would take toilet paper over what we currently have going on.
but also in the Captain America movies, it shows that it's not about America. Like the way Anthony Mackie does like a hand gesture, he's like America, like it's a brand almost. He's like America, like the logo America. It's not about that.
It basically is a brand for a lot of these people.
I think he's saying like that's not what the character represents, like human traits, not American traits. Like they're human traits. Thus, if a human from the other side of the world represents Captain America's values, Steve Rogers would like that guy. Like, oh, that's one of my teammates. He's like me. We're about honor, integrity, all that shit. Now, as far as the ideal of what America's supposed to represent, he's also that too. The ideal of like what that's supposed to be. But clearly, in his movies, the government does not represent that. So he stands against them. And in fact gets ostracized by by his own government because of that. So
Jordan, did you ever see Superman Red Sun?
I have not.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll give you the cliff notes. It's basically what if Superman landed in the Soviet Union instead of the United States when he was in that pod or whatever.
Okay.
And basically, what happens in this is, one of the things that happens is that Lex Luthor kind of makes his own Superman called Superior Man.
Is Lex in Russia too, or is he?
No, he's in the United States.
Lex Lushishnikov. Sorry. Good.
But basically, Superior Man is he's basically saying that he's truth, he is justice, he's the American way, and that he will never surrender to a commie dictator.
Jesus Christ.
That's the picture I feel like these fuckers have in their head of Captain America.
Exactly. But I don't know anything about the comics, but the movies do not say that. They say he stands for morality, like regardless of where it comes from, he stands for morality, and that's why he passed the thing to Falcon, because he was also on the same like Falcon, or what's his fucking name, Sam Wilson or whatever. He was in the military, right? And the first time Steve Rogers sees him is when he's helping out PTSD fucking soldiers from Iraq and Afghanistan. That's our introduction to the Falcon character, to Anthony Mackie's character. He's helping out soldiers who came home with PTSD, right? And then once he hears about the character of Steve Rogers, that's when he starts following him and like, oh, I'll work with you. And he gets his own tech and all that shit, right? The Falcon suit, all that. Yada, yada, yada. But, like, he's falling in line with Steve Rogers. Now, like, part of me has to ask the question, like, if Steve Rogers stayed in, if Chris Evans stayed into the MCU universe and repeated the same lines that Sam Wilson does, would these fools be crying like this?
No.
I'm curious, man.
I'd love to know.
He stood for it in his movies, but like they don't tell you. They tell you, but these guys wouldn't notice that they're saying that. That some of the things that Falcon says in Falcon and the Winter Soldier are things that Steve Rogers would fucking say. Maybe they'd write it better because it's Captain America. We need to make spend more money on writers and shit like that, and make it sound better. But it'd still be essentially the same core message. So it's like I don't know. They're stuck up on the word America when that's not even a fucking topic, dude. But he's Captain America, so like, how could he not represent America? But that's not the fucking point.
Like, if I had to steel man them, I would say that he's supposed to represent the very best of American values, but
yes, that is what he represents. I think that's what he represents. But like, if the government is like, "Yo, we're gonna fund these aliens to fuck over this other country over here," Captain America would stand against it. Would that make him Captain Anti-America? I don't think
I guess so. Because he's fighting America. That means he hates America.
Well, then,
he wants the Soviet Union to win.
Well, he protected a Soviet asset in his second and third movies, so.
Yeah, but shut up.
It is.
That shit gets so ridiculous.
All right, here we go.
And
exactly. Yeah, he's talking shit. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little bit fucking tired of people that constantly have bad shit to say about America.
What?
Constantly.
Oh!
Especially when it's bullshit.
Are we watching the O'Reilly Factor all of a sudden?
I'm sorry, but like,
what the fuck is this?
America, you shouldn't be shitting on America. It's fucking ridiculous.
Is that sarcasm?
That's not exactly a popular sentiment right now, both from
everyone here believes that was a fake reaction, right? Everything you just said there and his facial expressions, those are all fake, right?
They're fake.
I can't say otherwise, man. Like the way he said it, I'm like, is that sarcasm? I couldn't tell. Like, does the audience buy that as being real? I'm curious, man. Like,
if that's not, I'll put it this way: if that's not fake, I think we have some deeper issues to explore here.
Fair enough. Fair, yeah.
But like,
Jesus.
If you're playing Captain
Jesus,
America,
but fucking
you shouldn't
Christ.
be shitting on America. It's fucking ridiculous.
I see his eye movements and all that. Like, is that real, bro?
Exactly a popular sentiment right now.
I don't think that's real.
From a character and a cultural point of view. Patriotism's always been at the core of who Captain America is as a character. It's the very reason he joined the army and risked his life to be part of the Super Soldier program in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to fight and defend not just America, but American values of freedom, justice, and equality.
Until he found out they were like they were bullshitting. They took Nazi or Hydra scientists in Operation Paperclip, brought them to America to work under the U.S. government. When he started finding those things out, he's like, "Fuck these guys too,
you
bro."
guys.
Exactly. 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 In his first movie, I believe, I have to rewatch it, but I'm pretty sure like he's joining with the idea that we're doing the right thing. Like, oh, this is the right thing to do. So I'm joining the army and we're gonna go fight fucking Germans or Nazis or whatever the fuck, right? I'm trying to do the right thing. Like I'm trying to be morally correct here. And they have him at some point they give him the shit that makes him strong or whatever, right? And then he becomes like a spokesperson where he doesn't do any like action, right? No fighting, no nothing. He just does touring and shaking hands and shit like that.
Dancing. Yeah.
Yes. And then they start giving him missions to do at some point. I think something happens where he's allowed to do like missions. And that's when he, go America type shit, right? At a certain point,
America, fuck yeah.
in Captain America Winter Soldier, where his best friend was turned by the other team, right? Hydra or whatever. That's where he's like, oh shit, this isn't about countries and nation states. I know Bucky's a good guy, deep down, but he's been mind controlled, right? So I will protect him. Meanwhile, the U.S. government's trying to if you see fucking Bucky Barnes, kill him.
Kill him.
Yes, exactly. And then even someone that Captain America is even closer to, which would be Tony Stark, than he is to these suits at the State Department, right? He's closer to Tony Stark. Tony Stark tries to kill him, and he still protects him in Civil War in the third movie. So, how is Anthony Mackie that far off from what the character actually represents?
A better grasp of it than these fucking dweebs do.
But he just stood for America no matter what. That's what Captain America stood for, apparently. These fools aren't even fans of the fucking movies, bro. They're fucking losers. Here we go.
Not just America, but American values of freedom, justice, and equality. He represents the idea.
And that's the thing, is that, Captain America is the guy that you want to be like. He's that's why he could lift Mjolnir and fight Thanos in fucking Endgame. It's because he's that guy.
What guy? You're not saying anything. He's that guy.
He didn't say anything right there.
I know. Where it's
he didn't say anything.
Explain. It's because it's because he's that. What's that?
Steve Rogers was in hiding, and he came out to fight the bigger threat of Thanos. But he was in hiding from the U.S. government, bro, because they would arrest him on site for saving Bucky.
Yeah.
So,
even said, hey, nice beard. He's like, yeah.
Never mind arrest. I would expect them to try to fucking kill him.
So this dweeb doesn't even know what the fucking movies either. So then what does he do? What does this guy fucking do then? Was I right about the Tim Pool comparison?
Yeah.
Except he's a little more clever, right? He keeps his mouth a little bit more shut.
To be fair, it's a little more relative because the it's not the right word. It's his situation enables him to do things a little bit more differently. So I can't really say he's a little bit more clever.
I think he's a little more clever, man. Because he gives the illusion. Here's the thing. He gives the illusion of responding to an audience.
I have.
Yeah, I think he gives the illusion of responding to an audience, right? See the little chat in the corner, right?
Yeah, I see him.
I think he mentally picks out ones that are easy to respond to or fall in line with what he's saying, or maybe they disagree, but he picks them but what does that give? It gives the idea of authenticity of I really react to people in real time.
Yeah,
I talk to my chat.
The illusion of legitimacy. Yeah.
Yes. Meanwhile, if someone puts a real
picks a softball.
Exactly. If someone puts some real shit in there, he's like, "Oh, skip." Anyways,
or he'll just ban you from the chat.
I got you. Okay.
It smells like that. I can't say I know that with him reading chat, but that shit, I'm 99.999% sure this fool doesn't even remember those movies or even seen them in the first place. That's my guess.
Decimal places. Jordan's not fucking around.
It's Endgame. You can get that from the trailer. That's a famous portion of the trailer where he stops Thanos' hand, right, in the trailer. Oh, Cap is back, y'all. Right? Sure, he's seen that. Anyways, here we go.
aspirations of the greatest generation, the men who fought and
greatest
sacrificed to make the
generation.
world we live in today.
Oh, you were
Men
there,
who
right?
loved their country and in return were loved by it. To take that away from them is to hollow out the
Unless you're a Negro, then you're
Or communist.
our greatest
that
generation forgot about those Negroes over there.
What was that joke? The Chappelle shit? Where he's like, all men created equal. You know what we mean. Or it's like, yeah, we keep forgetting that, right?
Wasn't there another one where he's like, I hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Nigger, give me a sandwich right now!
Yeah.
A fucking sandwich! And liberty and justice for all.
So you can't even back then, yeah. What do you mean back then? You know what's funny?
Far
This reminds
leftist
me.
Chappelle.
I remember when I was in high school, and I heard these girls talk about Grease, right? That musical movie. Oh man, back when things were like that, yeah. It's like I'm like, number one, you didn't live there. Number two, it's like the 50s. You sure? You sure you wanna? You one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna I'm like you sure? You thought about this? Have you thought about this? You'd probably be miserable.
Why do you think lefties are retconning, bro?
I know.
They're retconning because they're literally trying to erase racism from the world. Which is
I know.
It's kind of crazy, but if someone with well-meaning intentions, hey, listen, that's not the right way to do it, but I get it. If they're like, yo, don't worry about were there black pirates? Were there black colonial officers? Were there black this or that in whatever, older historical movie or whatever the fuck? It's like, no, who cares? They want to erase that from being in existence. And it's like, I kind of get it. Not the right way to do it. But I kind of get it.
But yeah, but I'm like this. I'm like, why not the thing you're trying to eliminate or go after? Why not do both?
Yeah.
In your show, why don't you stomp all over that? Include it.
Oh, people need their shadows fully introduced to them. We can't just bury it under the rug and be like, oh, that never happened. It's got to be shown full blown. All corruptions that we are aware of as humanity, it needs to be put to the fucking forefront. But I understand that could be maybe too much all at once, right? But I don't agree with doing it through the side door of being like, oh, we'll fix racism this way. Nah, put it right in everyone's face. See what happens. That's where I'm at. That's how I get over things.
What was it? I remember I was in school. What was it? The Little Rock. What was it called? We were learning about
Arkansas?
that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. Where it's like, hey, that little girl was trying to get to school, and you had these grown adults going, no, no,
No.
Or it's like, whoa, you guys are weirdos, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 9 or 8 years old learning that. And I'm like, adults? Yikes.
And I almost guarantee 90% don't even know why they're there.
Oh no, they're just they're
They're
there
just
because
following the fucking crowd,
exactly.
Losers, you dumb fucks.
It's like the weekend flavor, where it's like, yeah, guys, oh, this, yeah. It's like, are you invested in this? Probably not.
Yeah.
That shit should be like, what was that? I want to, what do you call it? Rogan before he got killed and cloned. What was it? So yeah,
What?
we should. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, before he they pod peopled him, Or was it, he's like, yeah, we should bully you for that. So when your friend says dumb shit, it's like, no, now we're gonna make fun of you.
Yeah.
I advocate for that. I'm like, yeah, I like this.
You know what your problem is, man? He never had any cool friends. Now look at you, Rogan. Oh, fuckface.
I know.
Fucking idiot.
You know what happened to him. He hit the 4 million subscriber mark, and they went into his house and they shot him in the head with a silencer, and they replaced him with that thing walking around.
Someone turned his asshole inside out. I think it was Elon Musk.
Come on, man. Look at his earlobes. Come on. They're different.
All right, there we go.
Speaking of him.
Core of who he is, and it demonstrates a real lack of understanding of what makes him such a timeless hero in the first place.
I
The
don't
other
know about
reason
that.
is cultural. American
Timeless.
national pride seems to be going through a bit of a comeback these days. Can't imagine what that feels
American
like.
national
And our
pride.
tolerance for rich, opinionated Hollywood celebrities is at an all-time low. And our tolerance.
Oh, look, there's Chris Evans right there. There's Chris Evans. He plays Captain America. Hello, guys. Hello? Anyone? He's on this far left panel.
Is that Iron
There
Man?
he is. There's Iron Man. There's Hulk. There's Black Widow. There's Black Panther girl. Don Cheadle. Who the fuck is that guy in the bottom left? Is that Vision? I think that's
I can't
Vision.
see.
I think it's Vision. But anyways, here we go.
For rich, opinionated Hollywood celebrities is at an all-time low.
Oh, yeah, that's
Definitely
fucking,
imagine what that feels
Michonne
like.
from
Combine
Walking
these
Dead.
two factors together, and you've got a powder keg just waiting to explode. And
Yeah,
it seems
people
like
are tired of hearing. They are tired of hearing about people whose entire lives are filled with luxury and privilege that are constantly deriding the place that all of that comes from. Like, these are people who are like multi-millionaires,
Like you?
massively successful because of America. And now you're
Because
saying
of
how bad it
America.
is. It's fucking annoying. It's so
So we should instead praise America or say nothing. If we think something wrong is happening, we say nothing, or we just praise America, right? Right? Fake dweeb nerd, fuckface,
Numbnuts.
rat under your bed, motherfucker.
Throwing of Mountain Dew cans. I know I keep saying it, but it's too appropriate.
You fake reactionary gamer fuckface. Fuck off. Like you were the dude who tried to get famous by showing how dirty your life was. You fucking loser. You're a fucking loser, bro. Actually.
Hey, Jordan, that filth is America's filth.
This fool made it famous by slipping on banana peels, just talking about how great. Shut up about America. You live here. It made you rich. It's like, see, the thing is, people would say, these guys might even say, like, it's not America that made me rich. It's fans that appreciate their imaginations come to life. They've made me rich. I think there's a lot of them that would actually believe that. And I'd be like, you're not that far off. You're not that far off, to be honest with you. So, you know what? If they want to complain about it, yeah, why not? It's called art, but he's not invested in art. Let's be real about that, bro. He's investing in hair plugs as we speak. That's where his
Hair plugs.
that's where his mental dedication is at.
Oh.
Come on, bro. Look at that shit.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That shit looks like a wig at this point, bro. Like, just shave that shit.
I know. He's got that Weird Al vibes to me, you know.
Except he's not funny or endearing
He's,
in any way.
He's investing in Turkish hair plugs as we speak. Yeah.
Turkish hair plugs.
Like, my God. And guess what? When it comes to his brand, he's done the lefty, the Me Too shit or whatever. I think he had some dude in his organization. He has an org, by the way. And
no.
What?
some dude did some weird sexual shit with someone, or with maybe several women. And he had to call him out and brush his hands from him, right? Dust his hands off from him. It's like, yeah, you do the corporate moves too. Got it. And I'm like, I'm all for Anthony Mackie, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, all of them, Mark Ruffalo, to be questioned about, like, what do you guys mean by your political takes? Like, let's really go over this. What do you really mean, and what do you actually know about it? Because something tells me I could show you this or show you that, and you'll be like, I never heard of that before, which is fine. Like, ignorance happens, right? That's life. We're all ignorant about something.
Sometimes people just don't know something.
Exactly. But like,
Once
there's more you
upon
can
a
be
time,
doing.
we didn't know
Let me show
that. Once upon Once upon a time, we didn't know that radium was fucking hazardous.
There you go. Like, there could be more that they're thinking about than they're actually thinking about right now, right? We can all see that. I think we can all see that. But these fools are going the opposite direction. You're like, yo, you should stop talking about America. Period. Like, shut up about it. It's like, that's where cheese doodle stain guy's selling you to do, bro. Dude, where does that come from?
It made you rich. It's like, what?
That's
Who are you?
stupid. Like, bow down and be grateful. It's like, what?
Genuflect at the altar of America.
Yeah, all right, James and Joe. If we make some sort of 20 billion view animation that makes us millions of dollars, are we subservient to fucking America?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, we owe you everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do those fools have anything to do with our creative shit we do?
Oh yeah, I'm selling out.
Cash out, motherfucker.
Like, yo, I can imagine someone who made it famous in Hollywood that is not like dick riding America
nonsense
for it. Yeah, exactly. And he should, like, his character he plays or that he used to play shouldn't do that either, bro. Like, did America put the dead rat under your bed? Did Dick Cheney sneak into your bedroom, put a dead rat there, and make you famous from it?
I guess so.
Like, no, you did that, bro. You told everyone about the dead rat and your Taco Bell wrappers and your Coke bottles all over the fucking floor and shit like that. You told everyone that. Mountain Dew, whatever.
What a difference.
Baja Blast all over your fucking floor. Like, yeah.
Baja Blast.
So, like, do you owe America, Asmongold, to keep your fucking mouth shut because you make so much money from here? Do you owe them that? So it's like, fuck out of here. He'd be lame. Even by his dumb fucking audience, he'd be a lame. They'd be like, yo, you're kind of lame for that, bro. It's like straight up. But whatever. Here we go.
Fucking annoying.
Like, this could have easily been a live stream.
Anthony
How
Mackie
long we're
might
taking.
just be the match. The thing is, I actually like
America,
Mackie as an
love it
actor,
or leave
and
it,
until now, he's
liberal.
generally been pretty solid when it comes to interviews like this.
I'm not going to act like one statement is like a big deal. I think it's stupid to say that, but it doesn't mean I hate the guy now. Yeah, of course. That's silly.
My kids to the movies to see Avengers. It was $150. I'm like, I don't even want to see myself that much.
Pause it. Like, why are you raising your eyebrow? What's wrong? What's the matter? Go back to that. I'm actually curious. I don't mean to, like, joke. Like,
yeah.
Like, what's so interesting about what he just said there?
Anthony Mackie might just be the match. The thing is, I actually like Mackie as an actor, and until now, he's generally been pretty solid when it comes to interviews like this.
I'm not going to act like one statement is like a big deal. I think it's stupid to say that, but it doesn't mean I hate the guy now. Yeah, of course. That's silly.
What's silly?
But you could have said that before he said that. That's also weird to me. You waited for him to say it, like, I like Anthony Mackie. Yeah, you know, I don't know the guy, you know, whatever. That's fucking weird. Isn't that like, yo, you a narc, bro? You cop? That's a dude at the park. He's in the cypher somewhere. He's like, are you a cop, bro? What was that?
How do you do, fellow drug users?
Oh yeah, remember that where it was like, what was that show we were watching? Where it's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, me either. Yeah. It's like, huh? Oh, Johnny's gonna be here. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Johnny. Yeah, me either. Fuck Johnny.
I was with this Mexican girl last night, and then, yo, I love Mexican girls. Yo, you a cop, bro? Who is that? Who knows him? Whose friend is this? Yeah.
Who invited him? Yeah, who invited this guy?
That's so weird.
Who the fuck are you?
Maybe that's part of the gimmick, and the fans like it. Like, Asmon. Right, here we go.
It comes to interviews like this.
I'm not going to act like one statement is like a big deal. I'm
going to show you something.
This fucking loser. This guy's a loser, actually.
That's silly.
My kids to the movies.
He's a numbnuts.
To see Avengers. It was $150. I'm like, I don't even want to see myself that much.
so I really want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. It might be that because he was in Europe instead of America, he was trying to find common ground with his audience and emphasize the character's universal heroic appeal. Shit, man, he...
Oh, this guy used to clear-eyed eat, like, you know, like roaches crawling on him or something like that, right? Like, clear-eyed, like, no eye movement type shit. And he realized, I have to keep this, I have to fake this, extra fake it. I faked it before, but it wasn't the cadence of 2000, whatever the fuck, 2007 or something. But now, I must let my eyebrows fly, let them fly, give them freedom. American freedom.
I don't see myself that much.
Those are America's eyebrows.
So I really want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. It might be that because he was in Europe instead of America, he was trying to find common ground with his audience and emphasize the character's universal heroic appeal. Shit, man, he might...
I think that's, honestly, I feel like that's a really charitable and reasonable perspective to have. I
Really?
can see that.
How so? Won't say.
Yeah, sure. That's fair.
Might even have been fed talking points like this by some dumbass PR advisor from Marvel. The backlash, though, has gotten so
Does anyone
bad that he
else-
even had to come out and clarify his
I don't know.
position with an official statement.
Nope.
His eyebrows
Let me
are
be clear
fucking
about
crazy
this.
to me.
I'm a proud American, and
wonder if he
taking on
does
the
that as a
shield of
gimmick.
hero like Cap is the honor of a lifetime. I've got the utmost respect for those who serve
Oh,
and have
I
served
think
our
so.
country. Cap has universal characteristics.
I think
that
he looks
people
at
all over
himself reacting to this shit. I think he looks at himself through like a camera. I'm serious. I think he does that.
I can believe it. Also, I think it's funny. Good.
His monitors to his right.
I'm sure he has a 3 monitor setup. Right?
No, the other one's a mirror. The one right in front of him is a mirror.
So the right is his right is the video.
Yeah.
The center is OBS recording back to him, and on the left is actually he doesn't OBS. I doubt he OBSs himself. I think it's someone watching the stream. So he has like Twitch up in the middle monitor, and to the left is the chat. My guess.
He OBSs himself? Huh. Interesting.
I guess fans that do it for him.
Oh.
Anyways, I love how Anthony Mackie put Cap in all caps. Like, what are you trying to say? Is that messaging? What are you doing?
By the way, you saw this Captain America, right? I haven't.
Yes, I've seen it. It sucks.
Okay.
But we knew that already, right? Anyways.
How bad
I wasn't
was it?
expecting much.
It sucks, but it feels like we didn't even get the movie. It was like a lot of reshoots and a lot of things cut. Thus, we didn't even, that wasn't even a real movie.
It's got the Frankenstein problem.
Yeah. It seemed patently obvious. I could be wrong about that, but that's what it appeared to be.
I guess we'll just have to wait for the Zack Snyder cut.
Again, I don't pretend to know the guy, so I'd prefer to believe that he's telling the truth here, and this has all been a big misunderstanding caused by a poor choice of words. Either way, though, it all contributes to a generally negative atmosphere that seems to be building around this movie and Mackie's version of the Captain America character. Let's not forget that the last time we saw Sam Wilson with the shield, it was in the racially and politically charged Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a show that's
racially and politically charged Disney show. Fuck out of here, bro. God, it's not charged with anything. It's just bad writers. Whatever.
Saw racism around literally every corner that tried to frame violent terrorists who murder innocent people because they want free stuff as sympathetic anti-heroes.
The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists.
Why are you trying to humanize them? How
I feel
dare
like
you?
when you target and kill innocent
Yeah.
people, you're the bad guy.
Really?
I do. I feel like you're the bad guy.
Is
Think
that
so?
I
so?
understand collateral damage as an act of war. Sure. But like when you're targeting and killing it, like what is this? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Damn,
Oh.
Dubs, you might be right, bro. When he looks down the middle, his eyebrows are going like a motherfucker, bro. But then when he looks at his chat, the eyebrows stop moving. It's almost like he sees himself and he's like, like his eyebrows flicker when he realizes he's looking at himself, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's like a neurotic like Twitch thing.
Might be a nervous tick.
Well, you saw that point where James said he was moving his eyebrows weird. Looked like he was like walking a caterpillar with his eyebrows.
Now, what I said earlier was, I'm like, does this guy practice this shit in the mirror, like his eyebrow thing? Because that doesn't look natural at all. And I don't mean like natural as a
human.
Well,
no, it looked like an alien trying to figure out human communication facial expression.
I would say I could see someone doing that, and they're like as a neurotic type of thing, or just like their swag, whatever the fuck, right? But I'm saying the way he was doing it made it look like he was fucking bullshitting. Like it's like practicing a fucking mirror somewhere. So that'd be crazy.
At first, I thought you were talking about the actor because his eyebrows lifted too when he was talking, and then you played it.
Oh,
back,
that's definitely
and
practice.
I realized you were talking about Asmongold.
That's called acting. That's what these fools do with press runs, 100% with actors.
No,
but I was talking about Asmongold.
A movie ticket was $150. His eyebrows lifted when he said that. That's what I.
The $150. He didn't fucking make that up, right? That's come on.
No, his eyebrows lifted as well. That's what I'm saying. I thought you were talking about the actor, not Asmongold. And then you play it back, and I saw Asmongold was fucking crazy with his eyebrows.
Fair enough. God. And this actually calls back to with Hassan and the Houthi fighter, or not fighter, but like a PR guy. Like, hey man, you want to call them terrorists? I'm honestly like, cool. Just you better open that up to other entities that are doing horrible things around the world. You better open that up for them too, which this guy will refuse to do, as he already said. Shut up and appreciate America. Although,
did you watch
Houthi fighters would call them terrorists, right?
We don't need to do it now. We don't need to do it now. But did you watch my fan request video on the Middle East thing?
On the Middle East thing? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that I put in fan requests maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
No, I did not see that.
Okay.
He's mad at you, Jordan. He's going to unsubscribe.
Oh, boo-hoo.
He's only doing it for the meta.
Just pay me $1 million up, sir. I'll fan request everything. All right, here we go. Pause.
I feel like when
you'll
kill innocent people, you're the best.
I think you'll appreciate it. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I mean, this girl.
I feel like when you target and kill innocent people, you're the bad guy. I do. I feel like you're the bad guy.
Should clip
like,
that.
I can understand collateral damage as an act of war.
One of my editors, please clip that
like,
for me.
When you're targeting
Thank
and
you.
killing,
Didn't this guy pro Israel?
I don't know. I don't think he is.
Sure no, I think we watched a video where he was pro Israel.
No, he's not. He's definitely not pro-Israel as far as words, as a character, he says. But he said Palestinians were inferior in an inferior culture, yada, 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 which would, I guess, support Israel in a way.
Yeah, because you dehumanize somebody that's in support of the other guy, usually.
You say, well, if Israel's committing a genocide, well, so are they. Like, if these guys had the weapons, they'd be doing it. Which is just, to me, just amazing. From like a non-thinker, that's kind of amazing to say. It's just like, it's like 2 + 2 is 5. Like, no, it's not. But if I said 2 + 3, I would be right, though, right? If I said that, like, well, okay. You didn't say anything with that. But that's what these guys do. It is what it is. Here we go.
What is this? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing?
Trying to stop you.
Loser.
And no one has stopped for 1 second to ask why.
And whose genius solution to...
Hey, listen, man. This guy says he doesn't spend his money. Someone take all his money away. I'm curious what happens. Someone do it. As aliens, social experiment. Take all his money away. And would he be like... cheese doodle stained t-shirt guy still? Or would he be like, what the fuck happened to my money, bro? Yo, Todd, get on that shit, bro. His accountant, Todd, you get on that shit. Where's my money at? When he turned to a fucking seething monster. Or what
was it?
Probably.
I want my money. Training Day. What was it?
Jake!
Jake! I want my money. Jake!
My nigga. Anyways,
Well respected. LA payday. I want my money.
Here we go.
And no one has stopped for 1 second to ask why.
And whose genius solution to complex social and political problems requiring years of diplomacy and compromise was...
You've gotta do better, Senator.
And the thing is, that show didn't even resonate.
If they explained it full-fledged, would fans like it? No. Would you like it? No. So don't... Like, what do you want them to do? I don't know. They complain about governments doing corrupt shit, right? To even these minor degrees of in a make-believe world of corrupt shit. What do you want them to do? I don't know. Like, you're gonna complain about it regardless. So, I mean, I will too, but in a completely different way. But here we go.
Gotta do better, Senator.
And the thing is,
You gotta do better, Jordan.
Resonate particularly
True.
well at the time when all of this ridiculous
Still
stuff
doing
was
it.
arguably
Asmongold's still fucking playing with his eyebrows.
Things changed since then. Americans have gotten a bit tired of being told that their country
Maybe it's,
sucks
like,
by
bright flashing
elitist pricks
images.
who only exist because of the very privilege it provides. And for a lot
Fucking true. Absolutely. That is exactly what it is.
of MCU fans, Sam Wilson kind of represents that.
Well, Sam Wilson's not talking to plumbers. He's like, do better, plumber. He's talking to the politicians in that show. That scene, he's talking to politicians like, yo, do better, bro. You guys suck. Do better. If these guys aren't terrorists or something, like, you guys are fucking them over, and they're mad about it, so they started fighting back. Like, don't call them terrorists. Like, don't dismiss their humanity as, like, some sort of entity called terrorists. Right? I think that was the point of what the show is. Not saying it's greatly executed, because it's not. It sucks. It's Disney. It's Disney and Marvel. Of course it sucks. But that was the message. I could pick that up pretty easily.
That was the message.
It's like easily picked up message that I guess these guys didn't get. And they thought he was mocking America, like the average plumber down the street or something. Is that how fake drunk guy took it?
That's how they'll market it as.
Exactly, which means when these guys say America, they do mean the government. They do mean that. So which means they should hate the Captain America movies. They should hate those. Because he's almost in opposition to them over and over and over again. Like, basically. To where his last solo movie, he's gone from America, bro. He has to live in some foreign place to hide and shit and fucking recruit people and all that shit, right? When we see him in Infinity War, he's fucking hiding underground in foreign countries and shit. Protecting Bucky. Like, dude. Whatever. Then the Loyalists joined him, right? Scarlet Witch and Vision and those motherfuckers. And he comes back when Thanos shows up because he's supposed to, like, I'm supposed to stand for the right thing to do, no matter what. And this giant threat, Thanos, is here. He's trying to take over the planet. I need to come help. Meaning I'll risk my, anonymity for the sake of fighting the big threat that's showing up. It's like they didn't watch the movies or something. I'm very sure he did. Asmon Fuckface, he didn't watch it. I'm very sure. If he did, he didn't pay attention. The other guy, you have no excuse, bro. This is your living. You make a living reviewing movies. You suck at it. At the very least, watch the movies. Yes.
Okay.
Like, at the very least, watch the fucking movies. If you're like, you don't have to be good at reviewing, but at least watch the fucking things. But here we go.
Absolutely. That is exactly what it is.
of MCU fans, Sam Wilson kind of represents that cynical, anti-patriotic, anti-American era of Marvel filmmaking.
Anti-America.
Someone who was literally handed the achievements of a guy who fought and sacrificed more than he
You
ever
just
did,
hate
and then had the
America.
brass neck to complain about it afterwards. In short, I think a lot of people were just looking for reasons.
What was that?
Of a guy who of Marvel filmmaking, someone who was literally handed the achievements of a guy who fought and sacrificed more than he ever did, and then had the brass neck to complain about it afterwards. In short,
Wow.
I think a lot of people were just.
Wait, hold on.
Did anyone catch that subtlety right there? What the?
Hold on. Isn't one guy like immortal and the other guy's like a human with some electronics and a shield?
Sam Wilson is completely human. He doesn't have any special serum that Captain America has.
Steve Rogers had the like superpowers.
Yes.
So
yeah, Steve
how
Rogers
are you
is an
saying-
augmented human.
So how is Steve Rogers sacrificing more than the human that's?
He didn't.
No.
He didn't. In the movies, he didn't. But he's just saying that because he's not actually talking about Captain America anymore. He's talking about these fucking people. They fought the Nazis, and now you're not appreciating them. He's talking about that overall, right? That's what he really means.
If we're going to talk about people who fought the Nazis, then we should appreciate the Soviet Union that much more.
Yeah, 30 million dead.
Let's be real. He doesn't know any of that. I'm just being honest with you. Like, he wouldn't know. Just saying. He wouldn't know. But yeah.
I wouldn't expect him to.
Like, you should be appreciating what the older generations did for you. Okay.
Neck to complain about it afterwards. In short, I think a lot of people were just looking for reasons to hate this film, and whether he meant it or not, Anthony Mackie was giving them exactly what they were looking for. The only question now is whether Captain America can hope to survive the firestorm. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Thank
Go
God.
away now.
You go away.
Honest.
As an ending catchphrase, whatever.
I think it was really stupid he said that. It was. But given that he's talking about it in Europe and he's trying to relate to the people that live there.
You're repeating the video. You're repeating the video.
I don't think that there's enough. Like, I wouldn't go nuclear. I wouldn't try to shit on this guy. Like, I think it's dumb that he did it. But at the same time, like, I don't think there's...
What did he do?
Given the context and everything, I don't know. Like,
what's the context?
I wouldn't really feel right getting super, super angry about it, right?
Are you trying to guide people
the way I see it.
in a direction?
Crazy? Like, I mean, maybe I am.
You are
That's the way
crazy.
I feel about it. Yeah, it's just not enough.
Doesn't matter how you feel.
You think he'll blame racism when the movie flops? Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that a lot of people, they definitely
you
see...
picked up that
this
comment?
is a great
Okay.
video. I'll link it. And I honestly, I didn't even know this. I think that, honestly, this is a really measured take. And...
You didn't know it. Of course you know it. Is he pretending like his videos are not screened? They're screened. 2,000,000% screened. Every single one of them are screened.
Yeah.
They're not.
He's pretending like he's pretending like he's going in blind.
Yeah, this is not an ad lib. This is not.
He's not shooting from the cuff like we are.
It's fully screened, 100%.
I think this is extremely fair video, like 100% fair video, and
people said he was wrong or something. According to Critical Drinker's own audience, they called him wrong about something. Maybe he admitted to it somewhere. Whatever.
Yeah, they need a PR manager. Well, I mean, people are gonna say whatever they're gonna say, right? That's always what happens. So yeah. You said Captain Planet earlier. Why? I wish they would make a Captain Planet movie. Yeah, maybe, right? And what's a movie about racism? Well, I don't know if it is or not. I mean, it's a modern day movie. I think that I was talking about another TV show that was like set in the past, but
Isn't Captain Planet about a bunch of lefty environmentalist style shit?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's an EPA. It's the EPA's wet dream of a movie.
Got it.
At this point, what EPA?
Not sure. But either way, the point is that, like, yeah, I feel like it's just kind of a weird situation to be in. Yeah, he said, what's this here? And Dutch or nothing. I think people are angry because of the hate of America. Like you said in the video, it's not about the actor. Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Let me go back. We'll look at a few other things too.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's gonna investigate.
Look at there, Alex Jones.
Oh shit! Isn't he banned on YouTube? Am I gonna get banned for this? Oh fuck! I don't know.
I see people post clips of him, so I guess that's okay.
Well, how about this, YouTube? I think he's a liar, full of shit, grifting. David Icke beats the fuck out of him every day on Twitter. Guy, yeah. I think he's a fuckboy.
He's a charlatan.
Yeah. I think he's got a glass jaw, too. Just my opinion. But anyways. Yeah, okay, here's the gamer dweeb who plays Dungeons & Dragons, World of Warcraft, all that nerdy shit. But he's also like a mook, right? A mook or a skis or whatever. Where like, I wake up and, I roll over and boom, there's moldy Taco Bell on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my life.
Taco Bell.
Hey, yo, I'm going on a diet, bro. I'm done with Dr. Pepper. I'm going to drink Sprite today, bro. See, it's clear. So it's healthier,
Sponsored by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company.
Exactly the point.
I don't know what that means, but my manager told me that if I don't say it, I won't get into heaven.
This dude's a fake countercultural. He attempted, God. Did I blame Jackass for this? I blame Jackass, I think. This is Jackass, and I'm Johnny Knoxville. I'm gonna stick my head in a toilet bowl full of dog shit.
Ding, ding, ding. We now return to Jackass.
Oh, fuck.
I'm Bam Margera, and I'm going to take a shotgun blast to the face.
This is Johnny Knoxville.
I'm Steve-O, and I'm going to poke this golden lance-head snake with a stick.
This is Johnny Knoxville, and this is Paper Cuts in an HIV hospital. Played stupid music. We're like one of you guys. Watch this. It's like, fuck out of here, bro. That's what this fool is. I'm one of you guys, bro. I'm one of you, I promise. Yo, damn, his room's dirtier than mine, yo. Damn, Asmongold's like authentic. He's authentically
dirty.
That, whatever the fuck that is. Asmongold hasn't showered in 5 days, yo. So fucking cool. It's like authentic.
So real.
It's so authentic, man.
He hasn't showered in 5 days.
Yo, no one would admit to that, bro. No one would ever admit to that. They would never do that. That's what makes it real. Like, holy fuck you children, you idiots. Opeth, I'm ashamed of you, bro. Let's your heroes are falling. Marvel already fell. Jimmy's falling. This guy's falling. Who else you got? They're all falling. Opeth, I blame you for all of this. But all right.
Yeah, it's all Opeth's fault.
All right,
bastard.
Usually is.
Is that Opeth? Opeth, I didn't know you were here, man. What's up, Opeth?
You got a lot to answer for, Opeth.
What's up, Opeth?
Don't call me Opeth.
I heard Opeth is driving trucks now and shit. What's up, Opeth? How you doing, man? Tell us how your life's going.
We miss you, Opeth. Don't be such a stranger. We love you.
It's Opeth with a slightly more southern accent. Opeth's Midwest, right? He's Midwest, and then
I believe so.
Well, fuck, dude, I'm Midwest as much as I'm Southern.
Opeth's like an hour from me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Dubster is the same thing, but slightly a little more Southern accent. Anyways, all right. Anyone want to say before I end this video? It's 2 hour.
Didn't watch this movie. Not planning on watching this movie.
I wouldn't recommend it either. I can't. It's a mess. I do recommend these
it's
videos,
beyond.
so.
It's beyond not recommend. I recommend my enemies to watch it.
Fuck. Well, what I do recommend is Asmongold and Critical Drinker, because I think these two are. In fact, I think Critical Drinker is more legitimate than Asmongold, believe it or not. But I think these guys are suspicious sounding characters. Not saying cops or feds or anything like that. I'm saying like, yo, are you like a human bot like here to like test me or something? Like, what are you? Are you a life test? Seriously.
Test.
No, seriously. Listen, if you're not gonna step up and be yourself, nature will take care of it for you, bro. You will be some sort of active program for everyone else to fucking learn life lessons off of. If you want to be that, be that. Do your thing. Choice is yours. That's just my little philosophy on, these dumb fucks.
Well,
and the Matrix, I think.
Marvel told us they were done when they named the movie Endgame.
Well, when they had Asmongold's rat be the hero of the universe, yeah. That's
Asmongold's pet rat isn't the hero we deserve, but he's the hero we need.
Like, come on, guys. He made it famous off of dead rat under bed that woke him up as an alarm clock because of the rancid smell. That's who we're dealing with here. And now he's talking about Palestinians and anti-American content. Like, fuck out of here, bro. He should be dismissed off that alone. Like, straight up. Like, until he admits that, like, oh, your whole shit was a gimmick in the first place, until he admits that, fuck out of here, bro. Like, you purposely live shitty, maybe, or at least showcase that you live shitty for the sake of getting views and fucking followers and shit. Then you turn that into gaming. Like, oh, shit, I also play World of Warcraft. Turn that into gaming. Became some sort of cultural phenomenon thing with that. Then you tailored that into talking about politics, where you suck at it. But hey, it's just my gamer friends here that are just my Taco Bell written room fans. Whatever. Point is, he's fucking trash. Anything else anyone want to say at all? Please go ahead. Going once. Going twice. There it is. The end of the video. Don't forget to check the links out. Donate to everyone. Do it. And give this video a thumbs down.
Give us money, 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 give us money.
See, I didn't hit stop recording. Just let Joe keep going with that. Wait, I want to hear Joe do this once. Joe, say, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs down.
And don't forget to give this
Shut up,
video
dumpster,
a
shut up.
thumbs down.
All right, do it again, Joe.
And don't forget to give this video a thumbs down.
Yes!